Hey guys, what is up? Alright, so today is the first day that it's actually going to be a normal day. Of course, it is October 28th, 2013, which means today, Equestria Daily is going to release this at the same time I do. So, yeah, I decided to do it on the same time that they do, but, whatever. Alright. And of course, it's M.A. Larson's The Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000, the longest title to date. 6 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm gonna count this. 6 different words, 5 of which actually being only letters. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 letters plus 4 numbers, which means basically 30 characters minus spaces. And if we're counting spaces, then, 35. 35 characters with spaces. My god, that is a really long title. So, it's not really a long episode, but definitely a long title. Let's see if this episode is really good. Alright, so here we go. Sweet Apple Acres struggles to keep up with demand during cider season. Every year, the taps run dry, and would-be customers, especially Rainbow Dash, get agitated. I actually switched that around there. It was actually would-be customers get agitated, especially Rainbow Dash, but whatever. But the Apple family refuses to compromise on the quality of their product in the interest of quantity. So, quality over quantity, really. Out of nowhere, 2 unicorn brothers, Flim and Flam, ride into Sweet Apple Acres on a strange machine. They burst into a theatrical song and dance, pretty similar to Monorail from The Simpsons, pitching their new cider squeezing device to the Apple family's thirsty patrons. The namesake for the episode, the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000. The Apples refuse to buy into the scheme, even though they would get a 50-50 share. Or, no, not even 50-50. 80-20? Or something? 70-30, 40-60 or something? I don't know. Definitely not 50-50. But, anyway, the Flim and Flam brothers... so they refuse, and the Flim Flam brothers threaten to put them out of business by becoming their sole cider competitor. Now, this episode takes course over a 2 or 3 day period. So, yeah, those are... 3 is apparently like a little bit of a magic number, so remember that. When the Flim Flam brothers return the next morning, day 2, they challenge the Apple family to a contest the next day. Whoever can make the most cider wins the exclusive rights to sell cider in Ponyville. If the Apples don't win the competition, they will lose their farm, because cider sales are their cash cow. How many kids would know what a cash cow is? Because honestly, I don't. But I know it's their top seller thing, so maybe that's what it means. Anyway. Applejack and her friends are confident in Sweet Apple Acres' ability to beat out the scheming unicorns. But once the competition begins, the brothers immediately begin outproducing the apples. Basically, I think it was by a ratio of 3 barrels to 1. 3 barrels, of course, going to the Flim Flam brothers and 1 to the Apple family. With help from Twine and the girls and, the confirmation of rules, thanks to the Flim Flam brothers and the mayor, Applejack's team is able to pull ahead. Maybe that's cheating, maybe that isn't cheating, but, now it's gotten to the point where the apples are producing 4 barrels to every 3 barrels that the cider guys that the Flim Flam brothers do. Soon enough, the apples pass them. The apples and the main 6 pass them. But the Devious brothers aren't ready to give up. They decide to forego quality control, which was, again, another one of their big or minor things that they do. It's like, this machine goes way faster than the way of the Apple family way, which is Okay, so here's how it works. The apple family way is like this. AJ gets the apples out of the tree. Apple Bloom gets the apples into the bucket. Those buckets go to Granny Smith, who decides if the apples are good or bad. The bad ones get thrown out. The good ones go to Big Mac to be turned into cider, and the cider then goes into a barrel. With the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000, basically it does this. It sucks up all the apples from the tree, and just takes out the whole gathering up. It does Applejack and Apple Bloom's jobs in one step. It sorts through the apples faster than Granny Smith, and the good ones automatically turn into cider, the other ones don't, and it's just apparently, faster than each other. So, faster than Big Mac, faster than Granny, faster than Apple Bloom, faster than Applejack. It all adds up to 3 barrels of cider in the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 to one for the Apple family. Now, with this competition here, with Twilight organizing it all, Rainbow Dash helps Big Mac with the speed. Rarity helps with the quality control to see which ones are good and bad. Pinkie Pie helps with the catching of the apples. And Fluttershy is left to help getting the apples out of the tree. That speeds it up to about 4 times what they normally do. But then the Cider Boys come back and basically do like a 6 to 4. So overall a 3 to 2 ratio to the apples. Because now quality control isn't their, quality isn't their big thing. They're more into quantity at this point. Because, they want to make more cider. That's the goal. There wasn't any rules saying that it had to be good or it had to be bad. So, they suck up the entire trees out of the farm, and they even take the twigs, the sticks, the branches, the bark, rocks, everything. Even the bad ones. The bad apples. So, as I was saying, they decided to forego quality control, putting bad apples, even twigs and bark, into their cider. Now, at the end of the competition, that late 3 to 2 ratio helps the boys win. The Flim Flam brothers have produced more barrels of cider. And it seems as though AJ has failed. AJ and her family has basically failed, even though they feel as though they've done a pretty good job. So, they leave, and the Flim Flam brothers take over, Sweet Apple Acres, basically renaming it. So to celebrate, hey, guys, free cider to every pony. Well, the thing is, their product is so unpalatable that every pony refuses to buy it. Seeing they've lost Ponyville's business, the brothers move on to the next town. Surprisingly, that's the end of the description there. But what happens afterwards is the Apple family's like, wait, what? They're out? Oh, we're back in hosting the, yes! Yeah, we have the farm back. Perfect. Hey, let's get the cider on the final day of the season. Final day of the season. Everyone gets cider because we have enough. Be it good or bad. They just need to filter through the bad ones, basically. And, thusly, AJ brings us the amazing friendship lesson. By the way, here's a closer look at the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000, complete with pedestal and lamp and couch and whatnot. I don't actually know that. You don't see a couch. Actually, you do. You just barely see a couch if you look right there. Just barely. You look at that, there is a couch right there. Anyway, so AJ basically comes up with the greatest friendship lesson letter of all time. Or at least in Season 2. Dear Princess Celestia, I want to share my thoughts with you. Ahem. I didn't learn anything. I was right all along. Just her going across the screen like, with a cider on top of her head. If you take your time to do things the right way, your work will speak for itself. Sure, I could tell you I learned something about how my friends are always there to help me and I can count on them no matter what. But, truth is, I knew that already too. Cheers, and done. So that is the episode. That is Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 thoughts. Larson does an amazing job with this episode. Sonic Rainboom was perfect, but this episode comes really damn close to being an amazing and perfect episode. The thing is, first off, the song is perfect. It is amazing. I listened to it the first time, completely missing the episode that week, and I listened to the song, I watched the video, and I'm like, huh. This is really weird. It's like, why are they doing a barbershop duet? I watched the episode, and then I'm like, oh, wait a second, this makes sense. This is perfect. I like this episode. This is really good. Now, mind you, the opening scene with Fluttershy and Dash is just, why? Why, Mitch? Thanks, Larson. And there you go. Thank you, Emmy Larson, for that scene. But really, overall, it was an amazing episode. I have to be honest here, I laughed when Dash was out of luck every single time. I laughed so hard. There was a point where I said, aw, sad Dash is sad, but then I'm like, you know what, this is funny, I don't care. Of course, this is a week after Derpgate and whatnot, last round derp, whatnot, explosions, and then this happens, and it's like, oh, okay, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less, that's it. This is what you get. This is what you're getting this episode. And, honestly, this was a really fun and enjoyable episode. I really liked it. I think you guys are gonna like it as well. Comments below, stuff like that. Anywho, that is it. That is the episode right there. Thank you for watching again. Make sure you comment below. Up next, gonna find out who wrote this episode tomorrow, but, up next, tomorrow, Read and Weep. Another Dash episode of the season, and actually the best, so far. I don't know if I graded Super Cider Squeezy 6000, so I'm gonna give it a grade right now. 9.3 out of 10. That is the third time that I'm giving that grade. I've actually given it only once, but the third time, you're gonna see that at the end of when this whole thing is said and done. So, again, yeah, so 9.3 out of 10 for basically the third time. And, yeah, so up next, Read and Weep. And this is gonna be a really good episode, I already know it. So, yeah, Daring Do tomorrow. It's gonna be great. But until tomorrow, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.